I'm collecting flies of family Psychodidae, which is moth flies and sandflies, for my research. I expect to find a number of undescribed species. We know that 5 of 6 subfamilies occur in this part of the world, and so far I've found all but one of those subfamilies. This particular family occurs in places close to water often, and sometimes in places where there's trees that have a specific habitat where you'll find them. I just look for anything that's very wet or that particular type of tree and search around, look on the undersides of leaves. Well, one effective way to collect them is by using traps. Sometimes you use a malaise trap or a light trap that attracts them, but you can also collect them by netting and or using an aspirator. And just walking around and seeing them and collecting them. For this particular group, I collect them in alcohol, and then I take them back to the lab and mount them on microscope slides, and then observe them under a compound microscope. You look at specific structures of both the male and female adult fly, and use the published literature to identify them. Usually anywhere that's close to water, anything that stays moist. These particular flies like to be in moist habitats, and sometimes they're fully aquatic, so right in the stream. It depends on the subfamily. Some of them, when they emerge, go and land on the undersides of leaves. Others, I observed some today that were laying eggs on rocks in the stream. Some of them actually you will observe by having them bite you. And generally that's about it. Observing and collecting flies is important because generally the more we know about an ecosystem, the more we can say about how it functions and make predictions for other similar habitats or parts of the world. And also, if we need to be able to identify species, for example, some of the species that I study are important because they transmit disease among human beings, so it's important to be able to identify them to determine which species are a problem and which aren't.